Hey everyone, Dan at Bushcraft. Well, I got something a little bit different for you guys today. I am literally in the middle of nowhere. Casey of Coyote Works is with me, and I'm going to put the description on how to get his channel on YouTube in the comments. But he does overlanding videos, and he took me on an adventure today. So we have been driving out on the high desert of Central Oregon for hours. We've been in snowstorms, we've been in deep snow, we've been in mud. It's been just an adventurous day. But we've stopped. We got a roaring fire going right over here. Just beautiful fire. And we're talking about having some lunch. But what I want to do here in a minute is I want to take you over and I want to show you the vehicle that Casey uses for these adventures. This is what he does. He goes out on these adventures and he travels, you know, hundreds and hundreds of miles, and he stays out and then he'll go again the next day, exploring old mines, homesteads, caves, all kinds of things. And he said he's taken me on an adventure today. His vehicle is fully equipped for this type of thing. He is, I would call, an expert in the field. So if you want to learn about overlanding, you want to learn about how to fully equip your rig, he's got the videos, and he's the guy that has the answers. But I'm going to introduce you to Casey right here. Casey from Coyote Works.
How's it going, guys? Casey here with the Coyote Works channel.
And we're sitting here right now getting warm by this fire because we've been in snowstorms all day. I wanted to show them what kind of knives we bring on an adventure like this, Casey. So I have my SE Hunglas. What did you bring?
Hey, I have my SE Hunglas also.
So guys, it looks like the official overlanding knife is the SE Hunglas, just so you know. So before I go over to Casey's vehicle, I want to pause you guys for a second and take a walk over here and show you what we are getting ready to have for lunch. Okay guys, I want to check this out. So we've got this roaring fire going. Sitting here relaxing on this nice log. Got my reflective mat underneath me. Got a nice pile of firewood so we can stay here for a while. And just so you can see, we are literally having a smorgasbord out here. I mean, we've got Johnsonville Better with cheddars, we got cheese, we got all the condiments, buns, sticks carved, ready to go. So just as soon as we do a walk around Casey's vehicle and he shows you some of the things that he has and recommends you have on an adventure like this, we're coming back and we're cooking. So Casey, you want to lead me over to your vehicle, and I'm just going to kind of let you show everybody what we got going here.
Yeah, so guys, this is what I do. Is I spend a lot of time out in the backcountry. I'm usually in some of the most remote places in the state, solo 90% of the time. So my rig's basically set up like my survival vessel, and it literally is my survival kit when I'm out on a lot of my adventures. So it's mostly stock. I've got a little bit of a lift in it, but really for the most part, I'm a big believer in leaving my vehicle as stock as possible. I don't like a heavily modified vehicle. For what I do, I want reliability. So you'll see the things I have added to my rig are just the things that make it really practical for what I do. So I've got a rooftop tent on the top. That's my upstairs apartment when I'm out overlanding and adventuring. You can see up there I've got traction boards, which we almost needed today.
Yeah, we did.
Walking around the rig, you know, really I've got a winch on it. Something else we used today that came in really handy. But for the most part, it's not so much what's bolted onto the vehicle that's important, but what's in the vehicle. So as you kind of go around my vehicle, you'll just find kit literally everywhere in it. And like I have stuff like, here's my chest pack. I think Dan uses a chest pack too.
Yeah, I've got Hill People, yeah.
If I walk away from my Jeep, I take my chest pack and a metal container, a metal water bottle. So if I can't see my rig, I'm at least gonna have this kit on me. If I'm going farther, like for a day hike, I'm gonna grab a backpack like this. Again, you'll see a metal container on the outside. This has got everything I need to make shelter. I could actually spend the night quite comfortably out of the gear in this pack. And you'll see things like here I've got extra batteries and flashlights. Got another pouch on the other side of the seat there.
Emergency first aid kit too?
Yeah, something I think that a lot of people overlook is a really robust first aid kit. And I've got a couple of them in here. I've got one in my pack, but this one right here has everything to deal with major bleeding. I think when you're out in country like this and you're using knives and axes, you should have the appropriate medical gear to be able to take care of an injury that you might get with something like that.
Right.
Walking around to the back, my bag full of recovery gear. I've got toe straps, shackles, everything that I need in there to self-recover or recover someone else with my winch.
And we actually used part of that today.
we used a good part of it today.
Nice.
Yeah. We had my entire winch line out and every strap that I had to get enough length. But
wow, yeah.
And then in back of my Jeep, this is basically all of my kit to survive out of. That box right there is my kitchen and my food supply. That's got freeze-dried meals in it and canned meals in it. My stove, everything. You see a chair here. This duffel bag right there has tarps, extra layers, extra batteries, all kinds of stuff in it. I've got minimum of 5 gallons of water all the time. I've got a tool kit over there. And basically just all of the stuff I need to live. You can see I've even got a power saw in there.
And you were telling me earlier that hidden behind all this is something special, a bug out bag.
That's right. And I've actually, I keep a fully packed bug out bag in there. And what that's really for, outside of, I always like to kind of fantasize about the zombie apocalypse, but outside of the zombie apocalypse, what that's for is if my vehicle breaks down out here, I need a fully equipped pack to be able to hike out. And sometimes I'm 50, 75 miles away from like a main road or something. So I need enough gear to be able to live for several days all packed up.
Right. And then what is all this you've got back here going on?
Yep, outside of that, you'll see I carry extra fuel here, so an extra 4.6 gallons of fuel here. I've got another shovel strapped on here, and then this is a Lolo Overland trasharoo, but what I use it for is trash, but also firewood. I travel a lot in the desert country where wood is few and far between, so a lot of times when I come across a tree, a down tree, I'll grab some firewood, fill that up, and use that for the night.
Nice.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, basically, it's all the stuff I need and not much I don't, and really, it's not a heavily modified vehicle or anything other than stuff like the rooftop tent that's, you know, where I stay.
Right.
I'm out all year long, every season. My coldest night last year was negative 19 degrees in the rooftop tent.
Right, very nice. So that's pretty cool, guys. And as you can see, we've been in this all day today. We've been in snowstorm after snowstorm. We tried to get up a couple roads that we just couldn't get up. I'm walking up here right now to one of the places that we actually tried to get to, and man, I'm so glad I got that fire to go sit back at, because it's cold. And yeah, we tried to get up into some spots. So here, let me show you guys what happened earlier. So this is one of the spots that we tried to get up, and our journey ended right there. So as Casey said, we actually did have to use the winch and tow straps. I let him lead the way. He's got bigger tires, he's got lockers, better equipped vehicle, but he got us out in some stuff that thankfully I was behind him, but he still had to winch himself and get himself out. So let's get back over here to the fire, and I want to get one of those Better with Cheddars going. It's been a long day and a cold day. I want to get warm and I want to get fed. All right, guys, back over here at the fire. I got me a Johnsonville Better with Cheddar, and along with all those goodies on the table over there, I'm gonna get this thing cooking. All right. Nice. Oh, and this fire's putting out some heat. We found some nice fat wood, not fat hood. Yeah. Casey, you looking forward to these?
Oh man, been looking forward to these all day.
Wow. It's been a long day, guys. We spent quite a few hours trying to go to places that we just couldn't get to. So that's cooking fast. I'm gonna cook that just a little longer, let the end pop open and the cheese start to bubble out. Very nice. There we go. I just got to try that. Wow, that is going to be a delicious lunch. Dan and Goats Co Bushcraft, everyone, and again, Coyote Works is Casey's channel. I'll write it in the description for you guys. Check it out, and the rest of our adventure today, he's actually videoed, so you'll be able to see a lot more of what we did out here over on his channel. Take care, everybody.